What's going on, guys? Sirius here, and we're doing a live stream. Y'all are gonna tell me about the audio. It's been a very long time since I've streamed. If I even get any viewers. Push this in my Discord. Alright, let's get going. So, again, y'all are gonna have to let me know whether the audio is good or not. What's up, Kai? Would you let me know about the audio balancing if it's like, if the music's too loud or too quiet? That's really all I care about in terms of audio. It's tough to get a good audio balance, especially when I'm playing like music from YouTube, because the slider doesn't really do too well. It's like loud as hell for no reason. Yeah, so what we're doing today is working on this map decompiler I've been messing with. Might be a bit quiet. In terms of music over voice, it's good. Okay, that's fine. If the overall audio is quiet, I can always... I don't know, I don't want to mess with the settings too much because, hi Rambo. I appreciate the message. I don't want to mess with the audio balancing in OBS too much because it's set up for recording ZBR, which everything's perfect in the ZBR recordings. So if the overall is a little quiet, it's probably because I have minus about 4 decibels on mic and audio output. Sounds fine? Okay, perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. I don't stream very often. I'd like to stream more, but it's very difficult to get everything together because I have to do a bunch of extra stuff. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're going to work on decompiling some MW3 maps. And what we've got so far is not crazy, but it's some progress. So this entire scene is completely like decompiled from the original map. Really all it is right now is map ents, triggers, server-side triggers, and then the skybox, which you can't see here. I can show you in-game. Now what's going to happen is whenever I run it, I'm going to die like a dozen times in the start because it also ported the spawn points, but I haven't ported the clip map yet. So there are spawn points that are like floating in the sky pretty much. So I'm literally just going to fall to my death like 20 times until I get lucky and get the default spawn. And I could fix that, but it's just not a big deal to me. Wait, did it not kill me? Oh, I'm about to say. So yeah, just gonna do this for a second until we get lucky. But it really doesn't matter. There we go. There's like a death barrier over there, but not very much to show yet. All of these boxes are models that have not been dumped. So that's another thing I'm gonna work on soon. Is dumping models. That may be one of the things I work on today. Because what I'm trying to do right now is dump something called a brush model, the list of brush models. And the brush models are what you actually make in Radiant. So like this right here is a brush model. It's part of the clip map. And what I want to be able to do is take all of the entities from MW3, all of the brush models from MW3 and decompile them. Ultimately, I want to be able to decompile the entire map, but I need to start with smaller stuff so that I can get a better understanding of the way the clip maps work. Yeah, all these things are just random models that haven't loaded in, and then they're going to have their respective textures and stuff. And obviously you can see the skybox matches. This map is actually Oasis, which I can show you in the actual game. Yeah, this is open IW5, which is like a X Labs Modern Warfare 3, but it's like completely offline. That way I can use it without being worried about vulnerabilities and stuff. I also have access to the console, so I can like no-clip around and look at shit. Curious, are you eventually going to release this as a tool? Yeah, I am. At some point, I will end up releasing this if I finish it. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is get it working for all the maps and dump the maps myself and release all the maps. I will eventually release a tool, but there's a lot of stuff I want to do with it. And if I were to like open source it or something, I could easily see it being used against me in certain ways. So I'll probably release it after I'm like done with it, like completely done with it. And I don't know whether it'll be open source. It may not. I'm probably leaning towards not making it open source just because people tend to... Like, you used to be able to release open source projects and it wouldn't be a big deal. But as of recent, like the past like 5 years or so, people have gotten really bad about like taking your work and just re-releasing it as their own and like stealing your shit. And I've kind of had that happen to me with every single thing that I've released open source in the past like 5 years, and I've just kind of had it. So I may not release it open source, but it depends. One of the other reasons to not release it open source is because people could port it to Black Ops 3, and then we would have people stealing custom maps left and right, which is obviously not ideal. So that's another issue. And yeah, I already knew this was going to be an issue. So I want y'all to answer me a question. Did it make you agree to like guidelines when you join the chat, kind of like Twitch has? Because I think I set that up. It did, okay. Yeah, so I set that up because I knew that with the patch being a big deal recently, that people were going to come in and start asking support questions. So I specifically said this is not a sports stream. And one of the first comments is already all right. I'm just gonna ignore those questions. All right, so what I want to do right now is probably start looking into how the models are actually formed, because BSP is. And the thing is, I don't know how a lot of these other tools work. Like, I've looked at a couple of them. There are a couple other attempts at decompiling BSP, but it seems like most of them are decompiling the GFX map, which is not actually the right approach, because the way Radiant works and the way Radiant stores map files, I'll show you guys what a map file looks like. And I can actually open up Radiant to show you kind of how things look in Radiant too. So let me go find Black Ops 3. No, it's EBR, Black Ops 3. Map source, MP map.back. So this is like what a map file actually looks like. This is what Radiant stores it like. You can see in this little map that I have here, it's kind of buggy. I broke it like messing with stuff, but there's this little box right here. There's some other stuff over here, and then there's this like random geometry here. So this little fucker right here is a brush model. And what it ends up being is this list of, hold on. Ends up being this list of vertices here. Use fake lighting. Ah, cool. Sweet. Thank you. I probably just need to rebuild lighting. I broke the sun volume because I think it's got a non-existent sun state because I changed the naming convention when I was exporting. I think that's what happened. That's not it. Yeah, these don't exist anymore, so that's why it's freaking out. Actually, that can just be blank. And then if I rebuild lighting, that'll probably fix it. But or not real lighting. We'll just use full bright for now because it really doesn't matter. Okay, we're deselected. Wait, how do I deselect all? I am a Radiant noob, guys. Like, I am awful at Radiant. Selection, deselect. Okay. So, but yeah, you can see this, like, weird thing that I was playing with. This is a brush model, and these are the vertices. And triggers are the same way. Triggers have six sets of faces, pretty much. And the faces are... The way I saw it described on Zeroy's page is basically that they are, like, planes represented by 3 points, which would make sense, but I actually don't think that's completely accurate because when I was decompiling triggers, I tried to just generate like my own 3 points based off the plane normal, which is very easy and mathematically very simple. And what ended up happening was the brush did not render in Radiant. So I think there are actually specific points that you need to define a face of an object. And so we had to figure out what those are to decompile these brush models. But yeah, so basically our goal is to get these models in the MW3 map, like certain things, like I don't know really what would be a brush model in the scene. Probably stuff like these chairs and stuff. These are probably brush models, unless they're just static models, or maybe they're static models. This might be a brush model, this thing right here. So like, if that's a brush model, we want to decompile that. No, that's too complicated. Those might be brush models, these bricks. These might be brush models. These are probably brush models. No, I actually don't know what those are. Yeah, I'm a noob, guys. But anyway, we want to get those into these vertex collections, pretty much. Or plane collections. I'm very interested in seeing this stuff. My friend developed a plugin for Maya to turn the BSP into patches. Oh! Could you send me that? I'm very interested about that because I know that they have a way to export C2M is one of the tools I'm using for reference. And C2M will actually decompile, it will decompile the map into like a object file. It's missing a lot of stuff, like a ton of stuff, but it's still got some useful information in there. I'm really using just a ton of different tools, like Corvid. I'm looking at Corvid. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Greyhound. A bunch of tools from XO, X4, or something like that. I gotta go look at his name. I don't remember his name. I think I'm in your Discord. Okay, sweet. I love your mapping, but I'm a complete noob at scripting. Yeah, that's the way it seems. It seems like most mappers are rough on the scripting side, and most scripters are rough on the mapping side. And you got like a couple people that can do both. Just gonna import GTA 4, Vice City, and GTA maps all in 5M. I don't know how those ones work, unfortunately. I'm sure it's pretty similar. Interesting Midget Blaster would might be. And see, one of the problems with most of the tools like C2M, for example, so they don't really dump that much information. And in fact, most of the information they dump is very, like, it's missing a ton of details. So it's great for, like, I think really the intention is for people to like take the geometry of the map and remap it themselves, and it's just for scale. But my ultimate goal is to actually properly, like, if this scene was a map, we would want to get the source map file to an extent. and we're never going to get, it's impossible to get the original map file back, but we can, if we think of this like a compression algorithm, if we think of compiling the map into like a compressed form, you can always get an input file back from that compressed version that will go back to the correct compressed version. So we don't care about getting the original map file back. We care about getting a map file that will compile back to the exact same map. That's all we care about. And I think that is more than possible. I think that is extremely possible, extremely doable. It's just going to require a lot of work. So I've been told by quite a few very, very experienced people that getting this stuff back is just not really going to be possible, but I kind of disagree. And I think maybe that there are certain things that have been missed by the reversing community that have tried this. So we're going to figure out what's going on. But what I think we're going to do right now is get some information about the C models, because I have the offset for the clip map, and I want to look at these brush models. The way they work is you get this generated map file, and they have like a model index, and you take that model index and it's indexing the brush models on the clip map. So what I should be able to do is grab these C models and decompile them, and we're going to start with a textureless version of the brushes. The UVs will be wrong and all that stuff, but really all we care about is getting the brush faces for now. Let me... Actually, I'm just going to close MW3 for now because we don't care about it too much. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna grab... What did I want to grab? I think I want to just dump the C models for now and kind of see what's going on, because... Actually, I should have left MW3 open, because I do want to look at this. Some of these D&B songs get really fucking annoying. Like, they spam that vocal so much. It's just not good. Yeah, so my approach is not going to be decompiling it from the GFX model. And so I actually saw Corvid. Corvid does it the way I believe you're supposed to do it. So if you guys understand anything about like geometry, the way these planes work is there are basically these three corners, or these three vertexes, and these vertexes define a plane in radiant. So we could basically pick one of these faces here, and we're going to get, like, for example, this one is a triangle, so it's very obvious what the vertexes are going to be that defines this plane. But if you think about these 3 points as defining a plane, an infinite plane, that plane is going to have every single vector, or I'm sorry, every single point in that plane, you can define a vector that is orthogonal to the plane, which is basically a right angle between the vector and the plane. That's going to define the entire plane. So you can actually define an entire plane by just a normal vector. And if you also have an offset vector, you can have like a vector that defines the point, and then, or you can define any point in a plane like that. Anyway, so the idea here is, I think, as long as there is edge data, i.e., I understand if I can get a collection of edges, I can define, or I can get the vertexes from just the normal. There's a lot of different things you can do. The way a Corvid works is it actually takes all of the planes in the brush model, intersects them, and grabs the vertexes that way. And that's actually what Infinity Ward does too. So if you look at this function, see gdebug draw brush model, they grab the brush model and then they actually create plane intersections. They grab all the axial planes, and then for each intersection, they convert it to a vec4, and then they intersect the planes and snap a point to the intersection of the planes. And these points are actually going to be the vertexes in the object. So this is one way to get the vertexes, although I think if we combine that with the GFX model, we should be able to get it like no matter what. But I want to figure out the most optimal way to do this, and I think we may actually have enough information already just based off the structures that we've looked at. I mean, we've got in the clip info for every C model, there's basically a list of planes, and these planes are going to have normal vectors to define them. And there's also extra fields that I don't know about. Then you're going to have the clip materials, which is just a list of materials. And you have these brush sides, and these are where things get interesting. There's also brush edges. I need to figure out what these are used for, because a lot of this stuff is just collision data. So like you're going to have stuff like the bounds, which is just used for calculating like intersection values and stuff. Because the way most collision detection works in games is you have like the least expensive collision to calculate is a sphere. So that's why I have a radius here. So they're going to check if you're within the sphere boundary first. If you aren't, then they're going to check the rectangle, or no, if you are, then they're going to check the rectangular boundaries, which is the second cheapest. And then if you're within that, then they'll check the expensive collision, which is where they're going to use stuff like the leaves for the AABB tree and stuff like that. And that's all just used for calculating collision. So we don't actually care about any of that. It's completely irrelevant to decompiling the source vertexes and stuff. Hey, Zeroy. But yeah, so most of this stuff we don't even care about. But I do think this brushes list is important. I think this is going to have sub brushes or something like that. But anyway, I just need to basically take all of this information and kind of look at it in memory and see what we're looking at here. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And I wish that these debug functions still existed, because I could use them in the actual game to go check out like specific models and kind of look at them and get an idea. But they don't. I could rewrite them, but I think that's going to be a waste of time, because I think we can probably figure stuff out. So anyway, yeah, so I'm obviously a complete noob when it comes to mapping and modeling and stuff like that. So there's a lot of this stream and other subsequent streams are going to be me kind of just learning stuff. But I figure a lot of that stuff's interesting. So okay, so we're going to look at the C model structure, the first C model available, which should be at this address, or there's going to be a pointer at this address. Let's see, where is it? So this should be a pointer to the first C model. Okay, so we should have a C model T here. How big is the C model? 0x48, so this is going to be about the size of the C model. Okay, so this is our first C model. So we've got our bounds here. The bounds is 0x18, and the bounds is just going to have like some float data, basically a vec3 and stuff. So we don't really care about that. It's going to have the radius, which again is going to be a float. We don't care about that. We do care about the clip info pointer, which should be here, I think. It's weird that this is all zeroed. Already confused? Yeah, man, this stuff's complicated as hell. I actually may have my offsets wrong, because this doesn't look right. This should be this. Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong. No, I'm looking at the right thing. C model T. So the bound struct is 0x18. x18. So that's the bounds for this model. So we would expect this to be the radius, which if we convert this to a float, we want to see. Where's the float? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Single. That's not right. Uh-oh. What is this? That could be... Those don't look like bounds at all. I don't think those are pointers. Hold on, guys. I might have a wrong offset. This function right here is this function, right? So if we get the value at this address, which is what I did, C9 1814, and then we go to this address. This should be the first C model T. Yeah, this is what we were just looking at. And the first thing inside of a bound struct should be bounds midpoint. So these three should be the midpoint vector. So it would be at 5869.5, negative 13314, 12. So if this is a brush model, it's something weird. Let's see. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff here. Zeroy says, if any use on the wiki that I host, you have an explanation of the COD 3D BSP format. Yeah, I looked at your, I have this. I have the map structure here, and I did reference this, so I appreciate that. I think some information is wrong in here, though, because I think it's more, these vertexes, there's more to these vertexes than just being a plane. Because when I tried to decompile the triggers, you would think, so here was it, yeah, he says this, but I don't actually think this is true, because I tried this and Radiant was unable to decompile it. You need specific vertex order, I think, to be able to define a brush. Not an external. We love your videos. Thank you. I love your tool. This is researched by a few guys way back. Yeah. Am I familiar with Xbox stealth servers? Not super familiar, no. Yeah, that guy's getting ignored. Okay. I see you're still active on YouTube. What's up, Mr. Speedy? Dude, it's been ages since I've seen you. You're in like every live stream. How many stealth servers? No. Actually, looking at the page, there isn't much at all. It's just looking at headers. Yeah. Not answering questions about the patch. Yep. Map structure stuff. Glad it's of use. Everyone else looking for somebody to X notifies. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm not much of an Xbox guy. I need to stop doing what I've done and just make this infinite. Because now all this stuff's going to get unloaded. Although it should actually stay at the same address, I think. Stream while you work. Oh, what's up, Larry? See, all this stuff got unloaded, so I gotta go back to that original pointer. So what we'll do instead, I think, is we'll just go to a new brush model, because this one's wonky. The size of this may be different, because this looks... The size might not be the same. Or it might be aligned. What is it? C model underscore T. Is it aligned? No, it's not. Well, it wouldn't matter anyway. It's 32 bits, so it should be 0x48. It's 4, and then that's 8. So this would be the start of it. What is this as a float? Oh, this is 0. Okay, that's right. So this is the next brush model. So let's use this one, I guess, because the other one's really dumb. Have you started to update the T-compi... What... Have I updated it? Yeah, it's been updated for months, man. I've always been here and never unsubbed, always like coding and stuff. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really do. It's nice seeing familiar names. Are you also looking to get the map data only or the X models also? I'm looking to get everything, Zeroy. I have... My goal is to get a 1-to-1 conversion. I did something easy first. The first thing I did was the skybox. I wish I knew how to hide the triggers and stuff, because I just don't, but... Yeah, so like the first thing, you can see the skybox for Oasis is already here. And I also did the triggers. I've dumped the map ents too. But yeah, like some of these, for example, these guys, they have... Ooh, this is a lot of... These are fields I haven't never seen before. Yeah, anyway, so, yeah, like a lot of these guys don't have their X model because I just don't have the model imported yet. Yeah, so like I'm planning on dumping everything, like 100% of everything. I'm just starting with... Because the hardest part of this is not the X models or anything like that. The hardest part is the clip map, because that's the thing that a lot of people haven't done. Also the lighting data and stuff, but that shouldn't be too bad actually. Like reflection probes and stuff, that should be able to auto-generate, because they actually save the origins and directions and stuff, so you can literally just directly import it back in. But the clip map itself is the difficult part, so that's... I'm trying to work my way up. I have no experience with modeling, so I have to learn how the vertexes and planes and everything work together, and I started with triggers because triggers are very easy to reconstruct. The next thing I'm doing is brush models, because brush models are the closest thing to the clip map that I'm going to get. And then if I can figure out the brush models, I should be able to do the clip map. But I know that there's some complexities with things like terrain and stuff, so I haven't got to that point yet. But all right, yeah, I'm not answering that. This is not a support stream. Okay. Yes, I think this struct is correct, which means I'm probably just going to import this into C# and kind of start looking at them. I should be able to just dump them all. I think that the number of models is right before it. They say number of submodels, but I think that's going to actually be this here. And I think they call them submodels, but they're still brush models. Like they're part of the BSP, but they're not like the main terrain or whatever, I think. And interestingly enough, they have a pointer to the map ents right under it, which I already had the map ents because of C2M, but it's cool that it's there. Yeah, I'll probably try to grab these values and dump them. Let's see, get the model. Alright, so the goal for this function, let's grab... Actually, I'm just going to have to rewrite this all together. So, I don't even have the CM struct here. So let's just grab C model T. And I can't paste from my VM because it's busted, so that's something stupid, but it's fine, I have to rewrite them anyway. Siri, select the thing you want to hide and hit H. Yeah, that's correct. What I would prefer is if there was some way, I'm pretty sure there's a way to hide all triggers. Like you would select maybe the brush and hide by the texture or something like that. I remember there is a way to do it, but I don't know how to do it. Select associated, maybe. Layers, L? Okay. That did not. Oh, I see, yeah. Unfortunately, because of the way this is generated... Well, I guess I could force layers in. F for filters? Okay. Oh, sweet. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh wait, that's not what I want. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it. Perfect. I need to stream more often. Got pros in my chat, man. Y'all know how long it took me to even get to this camera mode? Like, I was wondering why the camera was so wonky, and I had to change the camera mode because I literally cannot operate in the default camera mode. I'm in camera mode 3. Zero, how many hours do you think you have in Radiant altogether? Like, if you just had a rough estimate. $20K? That's ridiculous, man. Probably got more time. You've probably got more time in Radiant than I have in game for like Call of Duty in general, I think. Which is fucking hilarious. Oh, I don't know. I played MW3 a ton, so maybe not. It's a ridiculous amount of time, though. Map triggers, client triggers. Okay, so I think... I guess I'll start the struct here. Okay, so internal... structs. I guess it's C model underscore T. So bounds. Load radius. What? Okay, that's fine. Clip info and then C leaf. We're not even going to decompile the leaves. I don't care about them. I think the only thing we need to do is like make sure it's the same size. Or just info, they call it info. Oh wait, is that a clip info pointer? Oh, whoops. And then we gotta match the size. So this is gonna be one. So 0x20. Oh, C leaf T is only 8. Oh no, wait, what? Oh, it's 0x28 in size. So public fixed byte 0x28. Oh wait, that's not how you do it in this. What would it be? No, it's like that. Alright, there we go. Okay, so which files did you lose? WinForms detected. Yep. I'm still a WinForms guy. I don't mind it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start this function. So var C models is equal to game.get array C model T at cm plus 0x94, and then I guess game.get value int at cm plus 0x90. That should get all the C models in the game, and then I guess, what do we want to do with that information? We don't really care about the bounds or the radius. So like that information I'm not even going to decompile really. And I just thought about something. I don't know why I've been like making an entire new class for this when I could just override 2-string for a lot of this, but turn. Actually, this would be very wonky if I did it this way. So never mind. So I guess we'll just. So I guess this is where we would get the clip info. So, and we want to get it at C model dot. I lost so much of the models and textures GDT files. So the original map file is too much that I'd have to re-rip the models and whatnot. Just haven't had time or desire. That's one of the ways I think Greyhound and those kind of tools could really be worked on. But I think he already has the... Doesn't he have the ability to just automatically port the GDTs? I guess for you, there's more stuff that you have to do, though. It's not so simple. That's why I'm making this tool, though, because I've seen what the custom map makers have to do to port maps, and I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. There's no chance. You will never catch me doing what the fuck you guys are doing. It's too much work. So I would rather just write a tool to do it all for me, because the whole idea here, I want to have these maps for ZBR, because I'm a huge fan of MW3, so I was like, you know what? I want to have all the MW3 maps. I do not want to port them all by hand, so I'm just going to write a tool to dump them all. So that's why we're doing this. I'm also going to have them available for multiplayer, so like, I'm still not sure how I want to do it, because the problem is, if you do every single one as their own map, you're going to have to re-download shared assets. So like, let's say this tree was used in a dozen maps for MW3, you're going to have to download a dozen copies of this if each map is uploaded individually. I know a way to actually put it in a shared fast file and load it, but it requires a DLL, and I don't know whether I want to have all my maps require a shared DLL. I might do it though, so we'll see. I don't know, I'm trying to think about it. But the base version would just load, you know, all the models and stuff for one map. What's up? What's going on? Not much, man. Just working on a map dumper. Okay, so this one is aligned by 4. But it's already 0x4 in size, so it's fine. Yes, I can. It's updating the model names in the map file that's been detouring me, basically being lazy. You gotta learn to program, man. Or like, I'm not saying you don't know how to program, but you gotta learn how to like tool, because one of the things that a lot of people don't do is use programming to their advantage. So like, you can probably write like a Python or C# script to like automatically do all that for you and save like a dozen hours. Like it's crazy how much time you can spend if you just write your own utilities and stuff. That's why I had this stupid SMC tool, because this thing is literally just my I'll show you guys. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna do it. Okay, so I literally just have this tool, my multicod tool, which is a gigantic utility tool, and it literally just, I have tons of random stuff in here. It's just like this button's not even colored. It just does some random thing. But this lets me save a shitload of time, because I can literally just randomly, like if I have something I want to do, I just add a button to the tool and just do it. So like right now I have this thing, and this will get me like every trigger in the map, or like the map ents list, or the world info and stuff like that. And I literally just click on the button, open up Notepad, and just paste it in, and I've got all the information I need about the map. Like, that kind of stuff saves me manually navigating in HXD like 300 times. So like, That's the type of stuff that you spend just a little bit of time on and save a ton of time otherwise. Just trying to learn. I need to learn. Like I said, make a tool do it for me. Yep. Looks familiar. Well, sir, that'll be because I wrote the framework that y'all used for the first version of your tool. That would be why. Y'all. Yes, y'all. Or were you not on the project at that point? When you got on the project, you were just like, nah, we're not using this shitty UI framework. Yup. Fuck you, man. Hi, Liam. Liam has been a gigantic help in this project so far. I'm gonna move my IDA over to my other window for a second, or my other monitor, so I can copy all this stuff. Let me copy this. I think this is the default marshalling for structs, but I still want to be explicit about it because the Microsoft compiler can sometimes be really stupid and do weird shit to break your tool. Public int. Brush size. Now this is what I'm really interested in. Num brush edges. I'm curious about the brush edges, because I'm not sure how these work. If they're encoded in a char star, maybe they just don't have a type for it, and it's like some hyper packed thing. When the Sirius is live, real. Uh-oh. Oh, the preview was freaking out. See, I also don't understand this. So, like, they've got leaf brushes encoded in a U. Oh, those are indexes. That's why. And see, that's the thing. I don't understand the leaf brushes either. I'm going to assume that's going to be used for AAB tree indexing because they're going to have, like... Yeah. That'd probably be used for optimization or collision detection. I don't think that's relevant for what I'm doing. And see, then they have the num brushes here as an int16, which is pointless because then you need a pad int. And then you have, so they should have just made that an int. I don't know why they made that a U short, because if you have a pointer right after it, it's gonna get aligned. It's just not, that's not how that works. And then they have bounds pointers. Okay, so public int. Then they have int pointer, brush contents. I still don't know what the brush contents are for either, because they literally have they have like these encoded values weirdly in some of the map files. There's like just this contents thing for triggers, and I don't even know what that's about, but just whatever. So yeah, these are clip info struct, and I think double check and make sure it's the right size. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Did I just fuck that up? Oh, that's right, that's right. 50, 52, 56, 60, 64. Yep, 0x40, that's right. Okay, so I guess now we can read clip infos, and the thing is we want to be able to render this to my JSON thing nicely, because a lot of this information we don't care about. So we're gonna have like a class as well, which would be clip info pretty. And then we'll just public override toString, return, and then we have like this JSON serializer here. Wait, no. What is this? And so this will just convert it to JSON for us. So then all I have to do is basically put the structs in here in the order that I want them, and then like convert them. So like public int plain count get set. So then I can literally just do that equals oh, whoa, it had it. Okay, so that's what I wanted it to do, but when I press tab, it like it pasted in that class. IntelliSense is just not good. Okay, and see, then that's the problem. We have this planes pointer thing, and so we would have to decompile these as, or not decompile, but like dump these as well. Are the IW and Treyarch map formats pretty similar? Yeah, they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. From everything I can tell, they're exactly the same. There's version differences, but they were very tiny. There's like some extra fields they add and stuff, but the map format has not changed much at all. In fact, if you want to see, so you can see all these structs and things like this, like clip info. So this is a BO3 PDV here. And you can see that the clip info struct is pretty much exactly the same. They have some new fields here, like NUINDS or something. I don't know what that is about, but most of these are identical. So, yeah. IW format, yep. Wish they versioned it even when it's just minor tweaks. Yeah, that would be nice. What was I doing? So mapping them is mostly getting info the newer engine might need. Well, not exactly. So It would be that approach if what you were doing is something like what Zone Tool does, where you're basically taking a compiled map and converting the compiled map into the new zone file. So like, if all I cared about was getting the map into BO3, I could do what Zone Tool does, and basically you just convert the structs directly. But that's not what I'm doing. I want to get it into Radiant, so I want the actual source map, so I have to decompile it. And decompiling it to the Black Ops 3 format is not so bad, because what I can do is, like, for example, what I did with the skybox. Instead of trying to decompile exactly what was in the MW3 map file, I can just take the information that I need to make the Black Ops 3 asset that I need. And so I just have, like, I'll show you guys. Well, actually, I think my ape doesn't load. My ape is broken. I don't know what I did to it. Just fucked. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what's wrong with this thing at some point. Yeah, I bricked my ape. Anyway, I basically just use template assets and kind of convert things over. So like these triggers, for example, they're using like the default Black Ops 3 like trigger information. So like you can see all the defaults are there, and all I did was like copy over the stuff from MW3 that's different. Seaplane S. Seaplane S. Okay, those are all pretty simple. So public, fixed, float, public, float this, public, char type. So yeah, now we have a seaplane S. These I do kind of care about. So we'll dump the seaplanes. Oh yeah, I don't know how to... Okay, lovely. I don't remember how to operate on this. Can I for each it? Yeah, I can. Oh wait, no, I can't. Oh yeah, I can. I guess, let's see what else. Probably a large asset causing ape to shit itself tries to load the latest open asset. It could be. I don't think that's the issue though. It may be that I've fucked up the GDT for it, so it doesn't, it's missing stuff. but I don't know. I could just delete the M2L GDT, that'd probably fix it. Because, I mean, that stuff gets re-exported every time I export the map, so I don't care if I delete it, but I don't need to open Ape right now, so I don't really care. I should be making these implicit cast operators to make this faster, but whatever. So I guess this would be these. And then I guess this is public. That's Lanes equals new. Yep. And then I guess for yeah. See, and sometimes the intelligence is pretty smart. What language is this? This is C#. I really like C#. It's just got a bunch of utility in it, but it's still got the ability to do most stuff C++ can. Thank you for the patch. Tried it out yesterday. First time it worked great. Glad. I'm glad to hear that, man. It's a shame that people have to use it in the first place, but it's good that people are getting utility out of it. Okay, so this, I honestly just feel like dumping this for now to just make sure it's doing what I want it to. So we're probably gonna Right, I overrode this, yeah. Okay, yeah. And then that should automatically handle that. So now I should just be able to return string.join, cmodel data, probably just \r \n, that'll probably do it. Oh wait, what am I doing? This is not the correct parameters. It's the opposite way. Can you handle that? Yeah, you can. Okay. So then I need to make a form. This song is so fucking annoying. Shit out of my ears. What did I want? Here. Debug info. .rows. Add. I guess these are... Alright, let's see if this gives me useful information. Nope. Failed to read 0x4 from 0 to 0. Get struct clip info. Oh, the clip info. Oh. What in the hell? Which one are you? Okay, so apparently this clip info pointer can be null. So, which doesn't really make any sense because that would imply that the brush model is empty, and why would there be an empty brush model? Unless it's a sphere. Because, okay, so this C model, it does have bounds, and it has a half size, which is like 0 pretty much, and it's mid. Oh no, it's half size and midpoint are 0. So yeah, this is an empty brush model. Why did they compile an empty brush model? Okay, that's something to be aware of, I guess. Could you do this in any language you like, or does it depend? No, you can do it in any language. Because what I'm doing is, I mean, you do need certain things. So, like, if you wanted to read memory, you're going to need to be able to interface with Windows API. And most languages support it, but, well, most popular languages support it, but a lot of languages don't. And it becomes very difficult to interface with the memory if you don't have the ability to use unsafe structs and things like that, because the game was developed in C. So you can use whatever language you want, but it's not great to try to use something like Python or you know, like you could do it. You could try JavaScript if you wanted to, but it's just, you don't want to. Like, there's certain languages that are going to be best for this. C# is one of them. Rust might work. C++ is good. Java would probably be okay. Can't really think of any others that I would use for this type of thing. I think someone could probably make Go work with this, but you're crazy if you use Go. Go is like a dumb language to use. So I guess if this is equal to 0, or I guess we will do instead. Or I guess you can't have comments in JSON, so we'll just do that. Alright, we'll see what that does. Time crunch to devs? No, I doubt that would be that. It's probably for some reason that I don't understand yet. Oh, my bad. Stupid. What's the reason running IDA in a VM? Yeah, AnyCheat is one of them, and then also because my IDA is legitimately bought, and I own this, so I don't want it. I don't want whatever Chinese malware bullshit that's in here on my host PC. There's also other reasons, but yeah, you definitely do not want to run it on your main gaming rig. But I have so many resources. Like my VM probably has more resources than some people's entire computers, so I don't fucking care. Hold on, what is it? Can I? Is it Shift right click? Yeah, I can't Windows key X. Oh wait, is this gonna be spoofed? No, it's not. So yeah, I've got 12 gigs given to just the VM, and I gave it 16 cores. So it has 16 cores and 12 gigabytes of RAM. So it's fucking whatever. Y'all like my OS? I do not have a Threadripper. I have 5950X. point count a uint? Or is this struct not correct? Is this the second one? That's not a valid pointer. Maybe the struct's different in this game. So I guess we gotta look at clip info? Hold on. Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. Because these aren't necessarily being aligned, so let me go see what's at this address, see what's going on. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons for having like a really beefy PC. You see all this shit I'm running, and like it's not even struggling. Yeah, I've got 6 IDA VMs running too. Like that's the reason I needed a beefy PC. That's why I paid so much for this fucking computer. Okay, so that's. Wait a minute. What just happened? Where did I go? Did I go to the clip info pointer? I went to the clip info pointer. Okay. Right? Yeah. So this should be the clip info here. We should start with this pointer. What did it... Yeah, what the hell? That looks like a pointer. Oh wait, yeah, no, it's like off in Fuckville. What the hell is going on here? Okay, you know what that might be telling me then? I'm reading too many clip models is what might be happening. I might be reading too many clip models. And the last ones might be invalid. Like, they might not actually be clip models. Let's see what the contents of the C model data is. Oh no, this is only the second one. There's no way. And this is dumping no planes? What the fuck? Maybe my pointer's wrong. Maybe these are not the C models. Because this info is totally wrong. This info is completely fucking wrong. What's up, Chunky? Was that was your name on PSN? I don't remember. Brain Dead Activision Cease and Desist. I had an entire rant video on it that I didn't release, but everything that I said was going to happen happened already. For example, people got moved off of a safe client made by maintainers for free that were going to do the clients well, and they got moved into 2 places. One, the original game that is unsafe, filled with hackers who can install shit on your computer and fuck with you. and the other place being sketchy copycat clients. So what we've effectively got is like malware clients being distributed, and so basically everyone has been pushed off of a stable, freely maintained ecosystem into a shit show of malware, and that is directly Activision's fault. They have done nothing to stop people from pirating the game because the clients were open source, so the only thing they've done is pretty much give a gigantic middle finger to the community. It was an incredibly stupid decision in every way, shape, and form. They gained nothing and only caused the community to be completely fucked. Used? I wouldn't say they used us, man. We got a pretty nice payout. They can use me all day if they want to pay me that money. Fucking... I'll be their whore. Pay me whatever the fuck. Yeah, Activision's just publishing, so they're pretty much independent from the studios. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say this pointer is not correct because... Alright, we're going to... see, Open IW5 I think is what had it? We're gonna go look at Open IW5 source. Where is this? Alrighty. Oh, they're finding the fucking X asset. Oh wait, no, I just care about their structs. Oh, they hard-coded this in. Interesting. Oh wait, no they didn't. Oh, this is IWE4. Yeah, hold on. I wish VSC had like struct offsets here. That's one thing that I really wish, and maybe like, I don't know, one of the like C++ plugins has. I wish I could just know a struct offset by hovering over it, because this is fucking useless information to me. I need to know the struct offset. Yeah, so this is the right number. I just may have the wrong offset for this. But see, I don't think it's possible for that to be the case, because this right here is... Yeah. That's this guy right here. Yeah. So basically this offset has to be the C Model T pointer from clip map. But you can see they do plus 34 here, which I think is this 0x88. But I think the structs are slightly different for Mac. If it was 0x88, it would be this. But we know that can't be the case because that's not a C Model T pointer, so it's probably this 0x94. So as long as this struct is the same... Oh, whoops. It's not this one. It's, this one. Aim and use info, P info, no static models, no nodes, sleeves, word count, words. Yeah, that's right. Try count, try indexes, swappable, border count, borders. Yeah, so the offset should be the same. So yeah, something weird's going on. Alright. How long it's been played, but you're 21? 21? Yeah, last time we played was like Fortnite or some bullshit. Plus H1 on a hex value in IDA, and it'll toggle between hex and decimal. Nah, it's not doing it. It's because we're in the PowerPC decompilation. Or no. Well, no, it's not. It's not even. It's like fucking. I was just not doing it here at all. Ida's fucking losing it, man. But the reason I didn't do that here too is because I needed to know this number, because when IDA casts stuff, it casts it to a D-word pointer, so this is actually a quarter of the real value. So like it's 0x22 here, but it's actually 0x88. It's the actual char star change. Oh yeah, speedruns in fucking Destiny 1. Based. What is going on? I'm in a map, right? Yeah. Okay, so... Is my clip map pointer correct? I mean, it has to be. Yeah, that's probably correct. Just looking at the memory region, that's probably correct. Start with a name, so this should be a name pointer. Yep. Maps MP quadim.d3dp is, yeah, that's right. So my pointer to the clip model's right, my offset's correct. I'm getting the correct number of models. So then I guess C Model T could be wrong. But I don't think that's the case either. Oh, that looks the same. This could very possibly be because... Well, no, it couldn't, because... But yeah, we're doing an array, so if C Model T is wrong... You know what? I bet my size for C Model T is wrong. If this is a different size than it should be, that would explain it. So, let me make sure real fast. Because the first model might be right, but the rest would not be. So C leaf T. Make a C leaf T. Is this? Yeah. So 2, 4, 8, 12, then plus the size of bounds, and then plus 4 more. So 16 plus the size of bounds. Which is... Wait, what? Oh, okay. So it said 16 plus the size of bounds. So the bounds is 6 floats, which is 24 bytes. So 16 and 24 is 0x30. Or no, sorry, that's 30 bytes. Shit, did I fuck that up? No, it's not 30 bytes. It's 40 bytes. Right? Because I said 16 plus the size. So 16 and 24 is 40. So then 40 to hex is like 8 from 0x30, so it's at 0x28. So yeah, that's right. C model T should be 0x28 C leaf plus this. Is Microsoft fucking up the alignment or something? Oh, I gotta look at this in memory and make sure my C model array is actually correct. So this. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just grab this from up here. I lost where I was. So you gotta go to hex, or go to here. It's just shit. The size of C model T should be 628 plus. Or for 0x30. 0x30 plus size of bounds, which we just said was 6 floats. Zero x30, 0x40, 0x48. So it's C model T 0x48. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8. Shit, so 4, 8, so 8. So this would be the next, unless there's padding here, because this 0 looks like padding to me. So if for some reason there was padding here, that would make this the pointer. Oh no, well, what is this 0? Oh, that would be the start of the bounds, right? But there's no way, because the start of a bounds is a float, and 0 should never be... Oh wait, is it? I thought 0 as a float was something else. I thought it was like 3e or something, 0.0. You were looking at the IWF struct then, but I think it's the same. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, whoops, my bad. Oh wait, that didn't look the same at all. Wait, yeah it does. Never mind. Just fucking stupid. I'm getting tired already. Shit, what's going on? Okay, so if we said this was padding, this would start the next bounds. But no, then there's a 0 right after it, so that wouldn't be the case. This just doesn't, this struct does not look correct at all to me. This does not look like what it should look like. This might, because we said what a bounds is 6 floats, so this should just be like, that would be the 6 floats. And if that was a float, that's so tiny though, that just wouldn't exist. That's just not, this would not exist when you generate that structure. Yeah, this is not right. So what is this pointer to? I have made a critical error here, and I don't know what I did. Did I put in the wrong offset? Let's 1C9, 1814, 1C9, 1814. And it would... Wait a fucking minute. No, that's right, that's right. Yeah, CM plus 9-4. I need to get the value there. That's the problem. I see what I did, I think. That's what I did, that's what I did. Game.getValue int at this offset. That's what I did. Sorry, guys. Well, that was a waste of fucking time. This is why my tools take so long. Because I'm brain dead and do stuff like that. Ooh. That's taking a very long time. That's not good. Thanks, Scotty. I did get it. Where the fuck is my... Oh, it hasn't loaded. So I think this may be a slightly larger amount of data than I was expecting. Because it's not happy about this one. All right, so we're just not gonna render that. Shit, I might have to make a button for this one. Yeah, we're gonna make a button for that one. So, C brushes. So, call this C brushes. Just let it run. Now this is one of the disadvantages of using C#. Because I'm using external process memory manipulation here, it's gonna take a really long time, and you can normally optimize it by reading large amounts of data at once, but the way I'm doing this, it's not gonna work. So this might be something I eventually export to my DLL. Damn. This is taking forever. Maybe I'll limit it to like I don't know. I don't really know what's taking so long either. Maybe it's the probably this, like grabbing all the planes. Process memory's climbing. Oh, we just got a UI update. Tick. I don't think I did anything weird, right? I mean, everything code-wise seems pretty tame. I think it's just getting a lot of data. Here's how we can figure this out. Yeah, look at this. So, like, some of these have 0x33D5 number of planes. So I'm dumping, like, a fuck ton of planes. Ooh, it can't even fucking open this. Dude, look at that shit. Look at how fucking... It can't even open a single one of these because there's so much. Yeah, okay, so I am changing my approach. We're not dumping a fuck ton of planes like that anymore. Because that's far too many. So, we will do... Oh, we do this. Math.min. We'll do 20 planes per object. And then, assuming we get... Yeah, that's fine. We'll just dump up to 20 planes for now. Yeah, okay, that's way better. I should have thought about that more, because, like, models with, like, you know, 30,000 tries, right? Is gonna dump 30,000 fucking... Or actually, well, it'd be less than that, but... It's gonna drop a shitload of planes. Okay, so yeah, this one had 13,269 planes, right? So it's a good thing we didn't dump 13,269 planes. It's not really what we care about either. Okay, so here's the problem that I see. You see how the normals are aligned here? Does it imply that the planes are on the same... Like, they're the same plane, which would mean that, like, I guess your brush model face would be split. So you would have two faces on the same plane. And then this has, like, a... I don't remember. It's XYZ, right? So this is an X forward... Oh, wait, no, but you can't have a 0 normal in a plane. That's not valid. So what the fuck? What's with this shit? 888 as a normal? What in the fuck? This has the same number of planes as the other one. Do all of them have 13,269? That's not good. Bro, this shit is scuffed as fuck. What is going on? I know not all the brush models have fucking... Unless the only brush models on the map are like the same brush. Let me check the map ents real quick. Is this it? No, these are triggers. Where's my map ends? Here they are. Okay, so we're looking for like this, for example. So this would be an airdrop pallet. Maybe they are actually all the same. No, this one's a bomb zone. Oh, actually, the bomb zone could actually be the same. Okay, but this might be something completely different. Although they might literally just, all the fucking brush models might just be that stupid bomb site. I just have a very hard time believing that. I'm curious. Let's load up HQ. What it might be, though, is that all of them share the same clip info, but the other information that I haven't dumped yet is different. So that could be the case, too. Like, maybe they all share the same plane list, but we'll see. We'll see. Like, that might just be all the planes for the entire map. Like, it's the same pointer, but I guess for memory reasons, maybe they just point it to the same place? Yeah, that is not what the bomb site looks like. Interesting, Liam. Maybe I made a mistake in my dumper. Another mistake. Yeah, the clip info pointer is just the same. Yeah, the clip info pointer is the same for all of them. So what that tells me is they're probably just using a shared clip info. Is this shit gonna do this to me? Fucking yeah, I'm not gonna listen to this for 10 minutes. So I guess dumping that's just kind of pointless. What else do I want to know? What I really wanted to know about this was the edge data, so that's probably what I'm going to work on first. I guess since we have Seaplane S now, I guess these are all the same for all of these brushes. I guess, yeah, this is probably just a reference to the clip info that's present inside of clip map T, because clip map T has its own... Oh, shit. Alright, fuck this. You are getting closed. Okay. Really odd, brush models are not really used for script model unless for clips. Okay. Well, the map ents is absolutely correct, Zeroid. Like, this list is correct because this star 3, they use this to as an index to the clip maps, I think. So, because you can see, so there's cm underscore get trigger, right? In trigger model, this was correct. This is how I'm dubbing the triggers. You have the clip map trigger models, and you have this index question mark 2. That's the 2 index for the trigger bomb zone. Then they have the star for script brush models, which would be cm get brush model, and it's going to be a pointer to that C model T array. So I'm pretty sure this is right. It seems like the clip info is shared between all of them. So I think the next thing I'm going to look at is probably, I might not look at the brush slides. Maybe I will. Yeah, no, I want to know about this information. I need to know the information about everything. It's kind of just learning day, I guess. Brush side. Thanks, Liam, by the way, for the dump. Appreciate it. So yeah, then they have like C plane S plane, first adjacent side offset, and edge counts. I don't really know what that's about, but we're gonna figure it out. C plane S pointer, so public int plane. Is it planes or just plane? Plane. Plane S. Is it C plane S or C plane T? C plane S. So I guess. Do I have C plane S? Oh no, I do. I have C plane S right there. Okay, so that's fine. So plane pointer, and then we have material number for the brush side. This is where I would expect the like properly relevant information to be. So I'm gonna pay close attention to this one. So public short. And then, oh wait, no, these are chars. So actually, this can go here, and it's first adjacent side off. So I guess a brush can't have more than 255 sides? Is that what I'm reading here? Okay. Oh wait, no, this is a fucking C-brush, C-plane S, I think, right? And the material number just be get, and I'll eventually convert that to an actual material. Alright, so that should get me that information. So super slow. So I have, okay, so sent you what I, okay, clip would be used, yep, some, clip would be used, yep, just some of them you showed looked odd. What do you mean? Hog, is that the color value we're seeing if 0, 255? I don't know. I don't think so. ZBrush tide's pretty. What was I doing? So instead of dumping, we're not even going to dump these because I don't think it's relevant information anymore. So we'll just say. I need to make a C model T pretty, is what I need. Fucking Python's got me fucked up. Wait, did I already make one of these? I feel like I already made one of these. No, I have clip info pretty. Okay, whatever. Wait. No, I actually don't need one of those. What am I doing, man? Hold on. Get C models. Okay, well, we don't care about that in particular, do we? Because why did I just do what I did? Oh, because we figured out the clip info pointer was shared. Oh, so that's what I was doing that for. It's clip info. So public C brush side T pretty. I guess this clip info pretty was getting dumped for every single model, wasn't it? So instead, I think. But what's interesting is that they all have the same clip info. So how are you supposed to... So we might actually need the C leaf info. Because the C leaf info is going to have what we need to know for... That sucks. So do they not actually keep this? Right, because they all had the same clip info pointer. So if they all had the same clip info pointer and they're all the same clip info, then that means that that would mean that we would have to use the C leaf T stuff, because this would tell us unless I'm not understanding this properly. Hold on, let me go back and look at the PDV. So the PDV, like, forget brush model for this. So their debug draw brush model, they do clip info, and oh yeah, they do use the leaf brush nodes. So they have to send C model info, leaf brush nodes, C model leaf brush node. So they get the brush node, which is C leaf brush node S. C leaf brush node. And this is what Corvid did. So the axis, which is probably just enumerated axis, I think, because you could probably get every axis in the game enumerated in the 6 axes, or 3 axes actually. Yeah, no, never mind. What are we talking about? You have X, Y, Z, so it'd be like 0, 1, 2. And leaf brush count, which I don't understand what that would be for precisely. Contents, let's see, leaf brush node data. Has seafood children. It's 16 brushes. So would this then be the index into the table of brushes inside the clip info? My head is fucking killing me now. Child offset. And Ida's not good at this. This decompilation's awful. Yeah, I'm not good at this either. Alright, we're gonna go to the next one. So they're gonna take a C brush. So the brush is gonna be this clusterfuck here. No, this clusterfuck here. So 4 times star V7, which is the brushes minor minus 1. There's probably some optimization shit happening here. 4 times it would be, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but this is probably like indexing the brushes from. Yeah, this is probably some bullshit. I'm not gonna listen to this fucking annoying ass vocal. That's some of the problem with the drum and bass is sometimes the vocals are just god awful. Especially for streaming. Breakcore might be better. I don't know what breakcore even is. YouTube's recommending me shorts when I look at breakcore. Unfathomable. Fucking YouTube's crazy sometimes, man. Oh, it's similar to D&B? Yeah. I need to just put together a streaming list because I have a lot of music that would work just fine for streaming. I just haven't got around to it. And I kind of just impulse stream today. So, this is a union, isn't it? One of these is a union. Yeah, children is a union. So it doesn't exactly know what this offset is. ZBrush node children T. So, oh, this is a fucking union. So this is either a pointer or a C brush node children T children. So this would be the second child, I think, right? No. What is it trying to do to it? Node plus 1. So this is the node index. So that's an int 16. Low D word of star and node, the pointer to node plus 1. C brush node S pointer node. C brush. I might look at the assembly for this because it might make more sense. Oh no, it's PowerPC. Never mind. Fuck that. No, I'm not. I'm not looking at that shit. Dude, I hate PowerPC so much. Look at this shit. Fucking awful. Is it possible to revive boy? There's no fucking RCE, man. It's been fixed. And no, it's not getting revived. So, yeah. Problem is, it's hard to see what this is trying to do. You know what? I would prefer, instead of seeing the struct, I just want to see this to be a char star, because maybe that will help. Why do they do and node plus 1 and then dereference it? That would just be this, V4, right? Which... No, because it's not on the stack, so I don't know what the fuck they're doing here. Unless it's R30 plus 14, which is 0xe. So if R30 is our, like, node, 0xe. Is there an offset at 0xe? No, there's not. Wait, yeah, if it was in brush node data. Plus 4. Oh yeah, that would just be back into the CBrush children. That's why I thought it was that. Just looking at the union. So it'd be that dot range shit. If I could get a general idea of what it's doing here to get this brush that we need, then that would be useful. Yeah, this is the stuff I do off stream because it's just crazy complicated. I thought I was actually going to be able to decompile models today, but I didn't realize we were going to have to use the sea leaf brush stuff. Because I understand the planes and stuff for this pretty well, but I don't actually understand this very well, so... My lunch is going to get delivered here soon in a minute too, so when that happens I'll probably end the stream. Go back to kind of learning more about this. Oh, they're doing 0xD here. Oh, but they're casting it to a D word pointer, so this is actually... Oh, I hate IDA for this, man. So star, node plus 1. Casting it to a D word pointer. If this was x86, this wouldn't be a big deal. Because I can read x86 assembly, but I cannot read PowerPC for shit. I've worked with it, but I don't. It's like shift, lower, no, shift, no. Store, something, something, something. Fuck, I just don't remember. Doesn't IDA have a comments thing that should tell you? Maybe it's a plugin. I don't remember. Load word 0, I think. Move register. I don't remember any of these. And the way this is set up, it would just be like miserable to calculate this. If I had another PDB, I could probably reference that. I have this one, but the problem is it doesn't have any of this information because it's debug. So like this is the ship. And then none of the Treyarch ones are going to have this, I don't think. This PDB is just fucked for some reason. Do I have any PDBs on here that are useful? I have Ghosts, but Ghosts changed their rendering stuff. They don't even have this anymore, I don't think. BO2 might have it. Although I don't know because it's a ship build, so I wouldn't expect it to. Oh, they actually do have it. Which one was I looking at? Was I looking at debug draw brush? Clip info, brushes. So yeah, like I thought it was. See, this is a lot better. This is what this function is doing here. It's just PowerPC decompilation is just not there, so it looks like shit. It has an extra parameter here though, because this one they need the bounds for some reason, but I don't, do they even use the bounds? I don't think they even use the bounds. That's probably why they removed it in BO2, or maybe the compiler got rid of it. They also pass the thing in by default. So they send clip info, leaf brush nodes, leaf brush node. This is much cleaner, actually. Clip handle to model, which, yeah, that's going to dereference. IDA is just not doing too hot today. This is fucked up. Yeah, so that gets the C model T pointer, and then basically leaf brush nodes, leaf brush node. Now we'll get the C leaf brush node S, deep drop R, then they get this node. I is equal to node, I plus plus. Sometimes these asserts can help you too, like they'll tell you interesting things that you shouldn't know. See immersion. I guess I in this case is just the iterator for leaf brush node S. So they go until they go until the leaf brush count is greater than 0. Then they grab to the brushes, which I don't see why they have to do that, but maybe it's for some specific reason. And if the leaf brush count is greater than 0, which they just fucking checked here, So they grab the leaf.brushes, and then they do clipinfo.brushes, brushes, index I. So yeah, it is what I thought. It's an index into the clip info. And then they do that for every brush inside the leaf brush node. Okay, so that would be the information we need to know about that. So I guess, yeah, I guess that makes sense, because they could technically, like, if several brushes have identical sub brushes, they could compile that and save a bunch of space on map information. That would make sense. So then here they're going to push it into this, and they start to do, so they grab the axial plane information, which, this is fucking crazy shit. It's optimization shit that shouldn't exist in here. Yeah, which this looks way better because I have the plugin in this version of IDA. I just double click to open this, but if I went into the other version of IDA, it'd look a lot better. So this is actually probably related to how they do it in Radiant, because I know this like winding pool thing, this is how they're actually drawing the triggers, because the triggers, if you don't give it the correct, like, okay, hold on, let's go experiment in Radiant for a second, because I know something about the way the triggers work in Radiant is very weird. So if I go into MP map, I didn't know I streamed, or I didn't know you streamed. Yeah, man. I rarely stream, but I do stream sometimes. The problem is most of the projects that I work on, I can't stream them, so I don't really have incentive to stream very often. We stream ZBR sometimes, but I kind of forgot about that. We were originally going to stream ZBR like every time we played, but instead I started making videos out of them too. Yeah, okay, so this is our trigger use touch here. This is our like test use trigger touch, and we have the map, I think, here? Yeah, so our trigger use touch is this guy. So alright, here's what I'm going to do. So we can see it in Radiant right now, right? So if I take this vertex and I move it here, I don't think Radiant can render it anymore. Oh, no, it's still here. Okay, so the order, I guess, doesn't matter. So then what I'm going to say, the next thing is, if I were to take an equivalent plane index, or an equivalent plane, so if I were to take, let me think. I've already deserialized this inside of... Okay. Where did I do this? I have like an array of... Here. 1, 1, negative 1. Let me think. X forward, Y to the right, Z up. So this would be bottom right corner in the front of the mesh. This is the back right corner. And then this is the back left corner. The back bottom left corner. Wait, did I do that right? Front, right, down. Back, right, down. Back, left, down. Okay, so this is the bottom face of the brush here. So that would mean that this is the bottom of the brush here. I can't even begin to tell what programming language this is. This is C#, and this is not a programming language here. This is just Radiant's like mapping thing. Where's my struct that I built I put like a brush model at 0, 0. I guess I got rid of it. It's way easier to work with that way. But okay, so technically I could represent the face using the front bottom left corner too. So is there an index that uses the front bottom left? This is front right bottom. So if I did front left bottom, which would be a -1 here. Well, there's a -1 here, so I can just copy. So if I copy this value into this vertices, it should be an equivalent plane, but I don't think Radiant can handle it. So yeah, if I took this value here and moved it here, this is technically still an equivalent plane, but I don't think Radiant can understand it anymore. Well, we'll see, we'll see. No, it can understand it. Huh. Or can it? Let me make sure the bottom face is actually rendering. That may be what the mistake that I made. I didn't check to make sure the bottom is rendering. No, it's rendering. Huh. Now is Radiant going to switch it back? No. It didn't switch it back. It's overriding it. Because Liam, look, it saved the coordinate. It saved the vertex. So maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I just fucked up my vertice calculations the first time. That's what I assumed. I assumed that I fucked up the vertex calculation the first time, but oh well. Alright, so the website is right then. So far. I mean, technically we should be able to move as long as we kept the z-axis the same because it's the bottom face. So like we should actually be able to move either of these coordinates to anywhere else and it wouldn't matter. So like theoretically, if I were to just do like this would be an equivalent face, I think. Yeah, see, it's okay with that. So yeah, then the website's right. And if I move it, I don't think it's going to change the vertex. Yeah, it left the vertex alone. It just moved the Z. And now if I move it X, now it is going to change the vertex. Yeah. Okay, so that's how Radiant works, guys. That's how it fucking shifts vertexes and shit. It literally just caches the array of it and adds the translation to it in the matrix of the faces. Good shit. Okay, anyway, so then I don't actually understand what the fuck the point of the unwinding pool is here. Number of points. And I guess these are the points. I guess I should probably look at what this function does. So, no points, points. So, matrix transform. Fuck. What does this do? Oh, I hate matrix math, man. I don't know what it's even doing. Okay. They add a debug from start to end where this is grabbing the start. What exactly? Do this, they call the same function here. So for every point, they're translating it in some way, and then there's some rotation or something. Okay, so drawbrush probably just expects a set of points, and points are being calculated. I guess P is just means points, which is poorly named here, but number of points and P. Okay, awesome. That's super useful. So build brush winding for side. So they get a winding T pointer. They get a collision. So collision brush points. Plain normal side. Actually, we don't care about this. So all we care. Hold on. All right, guys. So my food is here. I'm probably gonna eat like 2 or 3 minutes. So we're gonna wrap this up, and I'll probably just reverse this shit on my own. And next time I stream, I probably won't stream again until I have progress, because I don't like streaming. Like, I don't want to stream if I haven't done anything, so probably won't stream about progress again. But I might stream some ZBR though later. It depends on what people want to do, because I have a bunch of friends who play ZBR. If they're on later, we play. Real quick, let's see. So I am curious because I want to be able to think about this later. So I need to understand what they're doing. So I don't understand either what the point of the axial planes is, because I don't understand each brush intersection. So they intersect the plane, snap the point, add the simple brush point. So this should actually be calculating, I think, basically all the points between, like, all of the points on the brushes, but so C brush, so I guess brush we would expect side. So for every side in the brush, they're getting the plane vec4 form, which is gonna be, I guess, expanded plane. Side plane 3 times the index. What the fuck is this shit? Float bullshit. GBA? What are these? Oh, the union's fucked up. That's why. Stupid piece of shit. Okay, so that's just like V0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just a float pointer for plane 3 times the index minus 18. Some bullshit there with the like plane type that's not being decompiled correctly by IDA. And then, but this is only done if the number, the index is greater than or equal to 6. So, yeah, I gotta better understand this algorithm they're using here, but I think this algorithm is pretty much calculating all of the points for every brush, because this is pretty much what they're using to draw all the tries on a brush. So theoretically, like, this should just get me all the points I need, and then if I was able to do like a collection of points, I could just make this, like, I can make these things. I would still need to know like the UV stuff here, but and then the light map and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure I could resolve that information from other places. That's probably why people are using GFX World though, because in GFX World they have like, they have probably GFX brush model, and then in here they're gonna have, that's just bound information, more bounds, surface count, surfs. Oh yeah, and then that's actually gonna be like GFX surface. Yeah, GFX surface, and they have the tries, the material pointers, tries, map index. Mins, text data offset. I may end up needing this information too, so I'm not sure. Like, I may have to be able to tie the clip map information to the correct GFX model, but I would assume they'd probably be the same index. So like, if they aren't, then what I'll have to do is pretty much match the tries I don't know, guys. I'll have to think about this. Yeah, that's probably it for the stream. Thanks, Rambo, for watching. Or thanks, everyone, for watching. But, Rambo, thanks for the comment. I guess I'll see you guys next time I stream. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to stream because I'm busy tomorrow. So, and then Saturday and Sunday I'm also really busy. So, anyway, see y'all later. Thanks for watching.